Hello, everyone. This is Jomar, and welcome to our show about overnight cash. This is an extension, second day for our affiliate marketing course. Are you ready to learn? And hindi ko pa ata kayo pinapapasok. Sandali lang. Yeah, they're not. Hindi ko pinapapasok. Akala ko napapasok ko na kayo lahat. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. This is Jomar Hilario. You are going to learn all about this concept called overnight cash, which sounds really so much like a scam. Really, if you ask me, parang scam naman talaga yan. But actually, no, it's a very, very ordinary thing that we list owners do. And I want to show it to you, explain to you how it works, and at least help you see the world inside, the world inside the world of my world, no? Affiliate marketers or online marketers. Okay, sandali. Let me just do this. Okay, I'm gonna disable your ability to start video because you're weird siya. Okay, but if you want to say anything, go ahead. You can say anything you wish. It's fine. You can unmute yourself. I think you can unmute yourself and ask questions from the previous session or for today's lesson. Now, let me check the chat room. Please let me know in the chat if you're doing well. Pakisabi, I'm doing well. And you can say, yes, I'm ready to learn. Yan. Because that's what we're going to do today. Huh? We're going to learn stuff na hindi tinuturo sa inyo ng kahit sino kasi that's how it works. No? There's very few Filipinos who actually know how this thing works, how this works. Okay, very, very few. Internationally, also very few. And I'm one of the few people who can actually teach this to you because I've done it. I've lived it. Yeah. So let's begin. Screen sharing is paused. Ano ba yan? Yes, welcome. Tanggalin ko muna nga yung screen share. Welcome everyone. This is Jomar. Let me give you a short background of myself before we proceed. Tonight, you're going to learn all about this concept called cash deposits, instant overnight deposits. No. And though it sounds like fantastic, like, is it really real that you can do that? Yes, it's really real. Yes, I really do that. It's not a concept that's foreign to people who have lists. And the reason why we're talking about that's because this affiliate marketing business is all about list building. Can you type it in? Type it in the chat room, say list building pala. Okay? And because of list building, we are now able to do things like this instant cash deposits overnight. Okay, list building is building a list of people who are interested in parts of your journey. Can you type the word journey? It's very important. No, they're not interested in your product. No, not really. They're not interested in your service. You don't have one. You don't have a service. They are really actually interested in your journey. And your journey is you don't know anything. You just started, but the people really looking at you are the people who have not started the journey. Now, congratulations for those of you na marami sa inyo actually kumuha na ng sariling domain name, kumuha na ng WordPress na site, no? And you also joined in, at least do sa trial nung tool that I personally use and I personally endorse to create your own email list. The tool that gives you a 50% discount forever, every month, and at the same time does not increase in price even if your list grows in size. Okay, so that's very important. Just a review from the last one. What can you tell me about what did you learn from last time? One thing that you learned from the last time, our last meeting. Let me know, please. What is it that you learned? What do you remember from last time? That'll be great. Okay, para mas interactive tayo ngayon. Remember, this is a free training. I don't give you concepts that you cannot use. I give you stuff that you can actually use. Write down what you remember from last time, and then I'm just going to give a short introduction to myself. Okay, so so background ko in more than almost a decade ago, I started doing internet selling. Okay, almost a decade ago, and I did it to help Brother Bo Sanchez promote contemporary Christian rock artist Jars of Clay, so that we will be able to fill up this massive coliseum called the Araneta Coliseum in Manila, Philippines. The capacity of that place is 15,000 people max. And I knew that Jars of Clay did not have enough fans in the Philippines. It was the first time a Christian concert was going to be held in that venue in the Philippines, actually, a Christian rock concert. But nevertheless, I self-studied online marketing with the help of Brother Bo's books, no? Books talaga. He lent me a few books, and I self-studied it, and we repeated that feat. We actually lost in the first concert, no? I helped him out. I wasn't a business partner at all. I was just a stranger to him. I helped him out promote the concert on the internet. And then the next, a few months later, we filled up the Araneta Coliseum finally for Ruben Morgan. And I used the same team. I used the concept of synergy. No? I did not have a list. We used a phone call. You use SMS. We used Friendster. We used Multiply. I used virtual assistants in running a group of strangers who just love Christian rock, actually, and so that we can promote the concert of Jars of Clay, then Ruben Morgan. Then later on, we did the third one, which is Stephen Curtis Chapman, his first appearance here in the Philippines. And I consider all of that as internet selling, really, not just marketing, because we had 30 days to do everything. And I was just a volunteer in the first concert. In the next two concerts, I was already a partner and in running those concerts. And that was the way I got involved in, so how do you make money in the internet? So early, it was how to sell tickets. I sold tickets to concerts, three major Christian concerts in the Philippines. The very first three, actually, we made that happen. And then after that, in 2007, we met every month with Brother Bo Sanchez, and we ironed out the marketing for his brand new kerygmafamily.com, which is a membership site, the very first membership site of Brother Bo. You know him now with Through the Rich Club. No, the first one was Kerygma Family. I'm actually one of the image models of that website. If a long time ago you were there, and also write for Dida K and Fish Magazine, Brother Bo's publications. Okay, and I'm now the author of the book Virtual Careers, because a long time ago in 2008, Brother Bo told me, "Hey, you should teach whatever we already learned from 2005. 2005 to 2008, we were already doing online marketing, making membership sites, and all that stuff. Might as well teach it." In 2008, started teaching it. 2 years, I taught online marketing to a lot of people, including your lolas, your lolos, your teenagers. I taught them all, 2008, 2009, 2010. And then I pivoted in 2010 to teach virtual professional, or teaching people how to work from the internet. Now you know this concept already. But 12 years ago, it was a strange thing. In 2015, I made my first book, Virtual Careers, which is sold out 5,000 copies. The only existing copies in the universe, 5,000 copies, already completely sold out. You cannot find it anywhere. Maybe a rare bookstore somewhere in the Himalayas will have it, but there's no more copies of it. The only time you can get my copy of the book would be at Amazon. I have there. The green book is there. It's the same book, but in the physical copies, the red book is gone. Okay, no more. Okay, we're not printing anymore. Okay, why? Because the internet changes very quickly, and that's one of the things I do. I change faster than the internet changes, if that's ever possible. And even at my age, I'm very, very old than most of you. But most of you, even at my age, I actually move faster than most people move on the internet. Anyway, that's why we're here talking about this. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Thank you. Cleophas says he has a copy of my book. Congratulations. Thank you so much for getting my book. Read it 10 times. That was the secret told to me by my students. No? They read it 10 times. They finally get it, because that book, Virtual Careers, is marketing yourself. In this case, we don't market ourselves. We market our journey. Can you type the word? It's very important. Journey. You just market your journey. Jomar, I thought we're going to promote websites and email lists. No, you market your journey. It's easier. To talk about websites and email lists, you don't know much, but your journey, you are the most talkative person when it comes to your journey. So what kind of journey? Later, we will talk about the journey. Okay. Now, Claire said, from yesterday, she learned how to build a list. We need a website, an email list app, and to write mega reviews. Correct. That's generally what we want you to learn today. How do you write mega reviews? And that's where we're going to go next. Now, from mega reviews, I already told you how to promote these things, these email list apps, these website creation apps. That's not the main thing. The main thing What you're selling is your journey. And when people, they're interested in their journey, they will take your advice. That's literally how it works, okay? They will take your advice. And then if you say, hey, you should use this tool, I use it, they will say yes. Hey, you should use this other tool, I use it. They will say yes, because you document your journey. Later, we'll talk about the journey. Let's talk about that interesting thing called the overnight cash. Okay, be honest. Does it sound like a scam? Overnight cash? Is it? Does it sound like what doesn't seem to be real? Can you tell me? Tell me in the chat. Tell me in tell me in the chat. Tell me in the comments. Does it look real when I say overnight cash? Because it's really looks like a scam, right? It's like a scam. Sabi ni Claire, too much loyalty award, no? Loyalty award goes to Claire Delisay. When pag sinabi ni Jomar, it is real. Actually, yeah, it is very, very real. It's very, very real. I have a question for you. Yes, it sounds too good to be true. Noel says that. I have a question for you. Do you ever subscribe to Robert Kiyosaki's email newsletter? Or Russell Brunson? All these guys. Or Brendan Burchard's email newsletter. These guys. You know these guys? Yeah? Do you notice every day they send you an email, they're selling something, or they're inviting you to a free webinar? Do you notice that? Don't you wonder why? Why? How come these guys, they never send you a message every week? They send you every day. Do you notice that? Yes, that's correct. They always have an email. In Tagalog, palagi silang may email. Ever notice why they didn't just give up? Why don't you stop sending me an email? Do it once a month, once a week. And in each email, there's always an invite. Go to this website. Go to this webinar. I got a new post. I got a podcast. All of that. They're sending you the stuff for two reasons. Number one, 6 is correct, familiarity, so that you get familiar with them. And number two, to give you something valuable, and then you sell you something valuable. That's it. To give you something valuable and then sell you something valuable. Okay? Now, here's the question. When you open the emails of these gurus, do you buy what they sell? Like every day. Notice if you don't do anything this week, next week, they will send you something different. Yes. Next week, another thing. Next week, another thing. And every day, you never buy. Yes or no? Yeah. Maybe you buy long time ago. Maybe you buy once, but in the next meetings, in the next emails, you don't buy, right? So how come they never give up? Maybe they know something we don't. Yes. And that's why we're here. Okay. We're here because we're going to use some numbers. Let me show you some numbers. Okay. Let me show you. Very, very easy. Let me share to you something. And we're going to do some counting now. Can you tell me in the chat, I love counting my money? Say that. Because I'm going to show you some numbers. If your brain says no, this is your money. That's a bad thing. It's a bad thing. If you don't like to count your own money, that's a really bad thing. You should rethink. Think again. Are you sure you hate money discussions when it's your money we're trying to increase? Yeah? I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. Yeah? Okay, so here's your money. So let's say I'm gonna give you a true story after this. Let me just show you the money here. Okay, so let's say these guys, these rupees. Yes, I'm also live in Facebook. If you're having problems with this one, with Zoom, I'm also live in Facebook. Okay, so let's say these gurus, they have a list of the size of 100,000 human beings emails. Yeah. They send emails every day. Okay, can you see my shared screen? I hope so. You see my shared screen, yeah? So if 1% buys, whatever it is selling, 1% buy, and the price of the product they're selling, let's say, is about $250. $250. How much money is this guru gonna make? Let's give the guru's name yourself. Ikaw. 1% of 100,000 emails is what? Jomar, I don't want to do math. This is your money. Why don't you want to do math? You should. I would love to do math. I would love to do math because it's my money. 1% is 10. 10. 1% of 100,000. Sorry, mali. 1% of 100,000 is 1,000 human beings. So 1,000 yan ang bibili. Eh, $250 yung pinasell niya. So magkano kita mo? How much are you gonna earn? Na? How much is the earnings for this guru for this day? Just this day. I have to just do this. Add 3 zeros to that. How much is that? Oh, Filipinos, can you please convert that? It's very easy to say. It's incredible, but yeah. Why don't we just really make it bad? No. Guru has 100,000. No, 100,000 email list. Yeah. Wait lang. The guru has 100,000 in this email list. Okay. And then dali lang ayaw nitong magano. Okay, my screen share is bad. I should probably use cable. There it is. Okay. I mag-share. Anyway, wag natin i-share. I'll just use myself. I will just I'm just going to show myself instead of ano. Yeah, okay. 1.25 million pesos. Wow. Now let's just make it really bad. No, it's 12 million pesos. Correct. It's 12 million pesos. 12 million pesos yan. Let's make it 100,000 yung list niya. Tapos 0.0, less than 1% yung bumili. Less than 1%. 0.001. Maybe 100 people buy. Maybe 100 people buy. So the percentage we're looking for is really low. It's 0.001. So that's 1% of 1%. I'm not really sure. My numbers are bad, but it's less than 1%. It's 0.001. So it's 0.10%. And only 100 people buy. So kung 250 binibenta niya, 100 people buy, how much does he earn? That's $25,000. That's $25,000. Yeah, $25,000. See, question. This is fun part. This is the fun part. How many of you nahirapan mag-compute nun? How many of you found computing that to be so hard? How many of you? Come on. This is very important. Because when I started, when I was an employee for 16 years, computing money like this is so difficult for me, especially mentally. And I had to train myself na, it's money, it's my money. I should learn and embrace the fact that I can compute it. No, I can compute it by using the calculator. Okay, not even mentally. I should be able to do that. Yeah. So notice if he has a massive list. It's really a good thing, no? If you have a list 100,000, changes really happen in your life. If you have a 100,000 list, why don't we consider something lower? Would you like to do a small computation? Yeah, sabihin mo na lang, don't wish it's your money. Sabihin mo, it is my money. Lagyan mo dyan. That's my money. Lagyan mo. Huwag mo i-wish. It's okay. It's okay. You can admit it's yours. Yeah? 12 million pesos. That's actually great. No? Maganda na yun. Though hindi pa enough kasi kailangan mo 50 million, no, para makabili ka ng island. Anyway. So, let's go to the story, actual situation. Do you want to know why this would work even if it's just one day? Kasi Jomar may list, no? So yung email list, papadala niya ng message. Yes? Kasi yung list, bibili sila. Yes? So why can a list owner do an instant cash deposit giving this kind of number? Let's say it's not 100,000. Litan na lang natin. Okay? Now, I want to show you math, pero later na yung math. So here is the story of how this works. I'm going to give you an actual scenario. I will not tell you the name of the person who did this, but he's real. Okay? Actually, there's two of this. One I personally know, and the other is not, I don't personally know. Isa sa aking mga mentor. Okay? So let's not wish you have a big list. Let's work on it. Pakitype nga, I will work on my big list. I will work on the list so it becomes big, and not only big, they will trust me. Because a list that trusts you is better than just a big list. You understand me? Yeah? Work on your big list. Now, here's the actual story. And in both, dalawang story to in one, because the second guy who did this, who I know, did exactly the same thing. So here's how it happens. The guru found out may utang siya sa American IRS, Internal Revenue Service. The amount is $50,000. The guru did not have, believe it or not, $50,000 cash. If you were to translate that, $50,000 cash is about 2 million pesos. Tama ba ako? 2.5 million pesos. He did not have the cash to get into the bank and then give to the government, to the American government. So what did he do? He has a list. At this point, his list is probably not as big as yung list niya ngayon. No? This happened about 10 years ago. And what he did was, believe it or not, he told the truth. Hi guys, this is name of guru. I suddenly discovered that I owe utang. May utang siya. I owe the government $50,000. But I don't have that kind of cash lying around just to give to the government. Because of this, I am now putting my top course. This guy sells courses online like me. My top course at 50% off. But there is a hard deadline. The government wants the debt paid by Thursday. Today is Tuesday. So to help you get your goal at 50% off, I'm giving away my top course, which used to sell for $2,000 and it's now $1,000. But I'm also adding the following bonuses: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So not only are they getting it at 50% off, they're also getting a bunch of brand new bonuses. Question. Again, this is numbers, no? This is your money. How many customers does he need to buy at 50% off, 1,000 each, to pay off the IRS debt? Go. Okay, gotta open up my Google Sheets. So maybe you can join me, no? I'm gonna Google Sheets. How many customers? Kailangan pa ba ng Google Sheets, mga kapatid? Sabihin nyo nga sa akin, kailangan pa ba ng Google Sheets yan? Well, if you are an employee like me noon, oo, hindi ko kaya i-compute yan. Empleyado kasi na all I knew was to spend, no? Are you the kind of person na ang galing niya mag-spend, no? Noon? So, he has utang of 50,000. He's selling at 1,000 each. How many people to buy para mabayaran niya si IRS? Yeah? Edi, sabi nga ng math, 50 divided by, minus ba? Mali. 50 divided by 1,000, also known as 50. Tama, di ba? But here's the thing. Because the people know that he has a deadline and he had no choice but to raise 50,000, there was no limit to the number of people who bought. Let's see what happens if 75 people buy. Kasi at 50, no? 1,000 times 50 is, hanip talaga, no? 50, no? At 75 ang bumili, okay? Pag 75 ang bumili, anong labas? It's 75 times 1,000. What if 100 ang bumili? Let's say 100 ang bumili. So you have 100 times 1,000. Microsoft Excel lang po ito, no? So magkano ang profit ni Guru dito? Let me tell you, somebody I know did exactly the same thing with exactly the same reason. Okay? Believe it or not. So magkano ang kita mo dito sa 50? Zero. No? Wala kang kita. Zero yan. Tapos ang kanong kita mo dito sa 75. 75 minus yung binayad mo sa gobyerno, 25. Tapos yung 100,000 minus binayad mo sa gobyerno, 50. Back. And how many days? In-email niya ng Tuesday. Nagbayad sila ng Wednesday. Pay government on Thursday. Overnight ba yan? Overnight ba yan? Tingin nyo. Breakdown natin to para masaya. Okay? Reactions please, pakisabi. Kaya mo bang gawin to kung wala kang list? Hindi. Hindi mo kaya. Unang-una, hindi ka kilala ng mga tao. Why would they care if you need to pay the government? Yes, but since they care that you had to pay the government and they want your course, whatever it is you're selling, kaya niya mag-raise ng ganitong amounts overnight. Of course, we didn't actually know kung magkano yung ni-raise niya. Hindi niya sinabi sa amin kung magkano yung ni-raise niya. But we do know that the time was so short kasi hindi niya naisip na sabihin sa list niya ang katotohanan. And then, it was just the truth. Sinabi lang niya sa list niya. You have up to tomorrow to pay. Yeah. Bayad ka Wednesday. Yun. Kung walang list, di makakayanin. Pero instant deposit yan. No? Cash deposit yan. Overnight cash deposit yan. Yes? And it's been a very real phenomenon for me for the last 12 years. No, I just didn't tell anyone. Okay? Pero yan totoo. Yan ang totoo. How many of you would like to have this kind of experience? Sino sa inyo? Taas ka man. Na marami siyempreng factors, no? But the main factor is, it starts with an L, isi-spell ko. The main factor is, start with an S, start with a T. Yan yung factor na yan. The list. How many? Si Angie lang ba? At saka si Ginny? How many of you would like to have this kind of experience every month? Of course, the story is not always the same. IRS, no? Si Claire, si Nika, si Noel, si Milerus. I will show you a breakdown of what you can use na reasons. Okay ba yun? Kasi hindi kailangan lagi IRS. Una-una hindi ka Amerikano. And we don't really want to mention si Jo, si Teacher Dennis. We don't really want to mention any government entities in our emails, right? But there are different kinds of reasons why this can work, even if there is no story like that. No, there is a story na hindi related sa government. Okay, and I've done this many times in different ways. Would you like to know more? So ito ang future ng every month ng list mo. Jomar, mag-work ba yan kung 100 ang list mo? Alam nyo, mag-work yan hindi dahil sa numero ng list mo. Okay? What if 100 ang list mo? Will work ba yan? Mag-work ba yan kung trusted ka nung list mo? Kahit 100 yan. Kahit 100 yan, kung trusted ka, panalo yan. Okay? Actually, kahit 1,000 lang yan sa list mo, basta kilala ka at trusted ka, panalo yan. Paano yun? Paano ka matatrust? Simple lang. Yung ginawa ng guru. By the way, dalawang guru gumawa nito, kilala ko isa. Simple lang, nag-document siya ng journey niya. Actually, hindi nga document eh. Nag-share siya ng journey niya. Share ng journey. If you share your journey kasi, mas ang taas ng trust. Gets nyo? If you don't tell anybody how you journeyed, meaning to say, you read a book on marketing, you say nothing to anyone. Wala. Wala. Hindi sila makarelate, right? You read a movie, may natutunan ka about life. Wala kang sinabihan. Kahit tinype mo sa Facebook, hindi mo ginawa. You didn't share. How can they trust you, right? In fact, people can trust you even though they don't know what you look like based on what you write lang. Alam niyo ba yun? Hindi nyo kailangan mag-share ng video or pictures. You just need to share the story. Okay? Anyway, so nagigets niyo ba? Ito ang isa sa mga powers ng having a list, no? How many of you would like to have this superpower every month? Every month itong superpower nila. Pakitype nga, yes, I want that superpower. Okay? Now, di ba earlier, yesterday I asked you, ikaw ba ay are you asking how, or are you asking, is this for me? Well, this is the turning point. Is this for you? Are you willing to share your journey? Halimbawa ganito. Ito true story. Hindi ko inimbento. True story to. Si Manong, hindi ko sabihin yung pangalan na kasi nga it's a true story. Si Manong, finire niya yung 100 employees niya. Hindi to pandemic. This is like more than 10 years ago. 10 years ago, actually. Exactly 10 years ago. 100 employees finire niya. Bakit? Ang dami niyang expenses. Hindi niya na-control. Tapos, at that point, itong si Manong, kawawa naman, nalulugi na yung kumpanya niya. Anong ginawa niya? Exactly itong kinuwento ko sa inyo. May list siya. Kailangan niyang bayaran yung mga utang niya. So this is a different person, by the way. Hindi to IRS. May malaki siyang utang dahil nalulugi ng kumpanya, finire yung 100 employees niya. Because may list siya, nag-offer siya ng course na diniscountan niya yung course. Same na same. And because of that, na-save siya ng list niya. Sinsan niya gusto ma-save ng list mo? Diba? Of course, hindi overnight nagkaroon siya ng list basta-basta. Hindi ganun yun. You have to work on your list. Yes? The superpower, sabi ni Claire, sabi ni Noel, si Cleofe, si Jo, si Ginny, si Angie, si Nika, si Miller. Gusto niyo yung superpower. Thank you so much for being honest. Okay? Let me share to you. Gusto niyo malaman kung what kind of reasons can you put in para mag-create itong overnight cash. And I'll give you some examples of how I did it. Okay lang? Okay lang sa inyo? This is the power of the list. The trusted list. Okay? An email list lang to, mga kapatid. And I started this, wala pang Facebook. Friendster pa lang, may email list na ako. Okay? Wala pang YouTube, may email list na ako. So it's not something modern. Email is not something modern. It's not something new. It's something that we list owners already have. And nakakatawa dyan, the big corporations, they don't have these kinds of lists. Kasi walang trust eh. Like the name of the corporation. Walang kwento si corporation binibigay sa'yo. Wala silang list. Kaya sila lagi na sa TV and stuff, no? Do you want to know, let me check. Do you want to know how to do this even more? The overnight cash. You want no more details? How I did it? Thank you. Okay, very good. Buti naman. Okay, so a few months ago, every year I have this promotion. It's called birth month promotion. What happens in the birth month promotion? I have a discount of usually all my courses. Naka-discount siya ng malaki, no? O minsan some selected lang na courses. And because it's a birth month promo, guess how long is the promotion gonna last? 1 month. Okay? Here's the thing. People don't know when I was really born. So pag nag-join ako, my Facebook birthday is not true. Okay? So pag nag-announce ako ng birth month promo, it doesn't happen in the first of the month. It happens some random time of the month. Tapos saka lang nila malaman, birth month pala ni Jomar. Tapos saka lang nila makikita yung announcement. And that runs for a month. Okay? So when somebody buys, ching, because it's my birth month, remember the reason is not urgent. No, it's not urgent. It's a birth month. It's a celebration. And does it end? Yes. When the month ends, the promo ends. Wala akong magagawa because it's a birth month. Just like in the story earlier, because the deadline for payment of the debt to the government was on Thursday, kailangan mag-end yun. Okay, what's next? The limit of a hard limit. I'll give you an example of a hard limit. Let's say you decided to do a web class, Zoom style. However, the budget of your Zoom is 100 lang. Nagbabayad ka sa Zoom like me, and your limit is 100. Guess how many people can you accommodate in your web class? First batch on this price. It's a hard limit. Yes? So pwede mo talaga sabihin, I got a web class. It's happening next week. I have a 100 only at this price. If you want to go to batch 2, it's going to be a higher price. Or it's the same price with lesser bonuses. The first batch, silang early bird, kukunin nila lahat ng 5 bonuses na bibigay mo sa web class mo. Your course is like this. It's just a web class. It's just you talking or explaining and showing slides. 100 ang limit. because of your 100 limit na naiintindihan nila hanggang doon lang talaga yung binudget mo for Zoom, and there's only one batch na first, then you can get people to join you within that week, no? Because you have a list good enough for 100 people. Jomar, how big is the list if you want 100 people to join your web class? It has to be bigger than 100. Siyempre. Usually 1,000, 2,000. Yan. Makakakuha ka ng 100 na people sa web class. The higher, the better, of course, and depends on the kind of stories you tell your list. Okay? So that's another one. Another one is yung ability for you to handle number of people. Halimbawa, ganito. Magtuturo ka ng technical stuff like I teach Facebook ads, no? It's very technical. Hindi pwede magturo ka ng 2,000 people sa kalat. Ay, sorry. Pasensya na, natatawa ako kahit na hindi tama. Tama, di ba? Si Jomar, pag nag-share yan, natatawa siya kahit hindi nakakatawa. Pero kaya ako natatawa doon kasi it's incredibly hard to teach 2,000 people a technical course when there's only one person. It's super hard. So kailangan talaga i-limit mo lang yung number of people. So I can only accommodate 20 people for a technical session that's gonna last for 16 hours. So wala silang choice but to say, but why can't you accommodate me? Hindi ko na kaya, yung mind ko cannot, I can't help you step by step if you're too many. So at 20 people, pwede mo sabihin the course is 80,000 pesos and I can only accommodate 20 people. That's my capacity, that's my limit. And first 20 people to join gets in. Tapos na. Got it? So pwede yan 1 day, pwede yan 2 days, or whenever you feel in your capacity. Got it? So those are some of the examples na nagawa ko na in the past. Okay? There's a lot more. Okay? There's a lot more. Would you like to see the final one? The final one is actually the most strategic one. No? Gusto nyo malaman? Strategy, income goal. Pakisabi nga, income goals. Alam niyo yung mga hashtag income goals na pinapakita ng mga tao sa internet? They don't know what they're talking about. Kasi ang income goals looks like this. I'm going to show you what an income goal looks like. Okay? Instead of telling you about it, let's show you exactly what I mean by income goal. Hindi siya hina-hashtag. Ganito siya. It's reverse computation. Let's say it's January, tapos December. Diba? Yan, ganyan. Tapos iting taon, 2022. You have an income goal of what? Pag sinabing income goal, meron kang dalawang klaseng goals. Meron kang income, meron kang savings. Halimbawa. So magkano ang gusto mong ma-save halimbawa? So this is income goal computation. Okay. You want to save like, I don't know, 5 million pesos cash, let's say, at the end of December 2022. So magkano ang income mo? Dapat more. Kasi may expenses. Yeah? So let's say you actually know how much you spend because dapat you know, no? Dapat you know, you're running a business. You should know how much you spend. Let's say half of that is expenses. So you have to make 10 million pesos by the end of 2022. Yeah? It's not a literal income goal. So what you need to do is you have to spread this 10 million pesos to December to January, which means how much should you be? So 10 million divided by 12. No? Tama ba? 10 million. Diba? Ito po ang pagkukumpit ng income goal, ha? Pakisabi nga, I really like doing this. Kahit na hindi ka naniniwala. Sabi niyo, I really like doing this. Okay nyo, sige na. Kaya niyan. Kasi pera nyo to income goals. I'm teaching you how to do income goals. Ay, naghang. Okay. Mga kapatid, ayaw na mag-react ng keyboard ko. Mag-react ang keyboard ko. Paki-compute nga magkano ang kailangan mong kitain every month. Tama, 833 monthly. And my computer just stopped working. Don't know why. Okay. Therefore, every month, how much should you pay? How much should you earn? 800,000. Yeah? 833. Yan ang income goal. Monthly yan. Lahat ng buwan, kailangan kumita ka ng ganyan. Kung half niyan ay ano mo. So from Feb to November, ganun din ang amount. Yeah? Yan ang income goal. Ngayon, okay ba itong income goal na ito? Pakisabi nga, are you happy that Jomar is showing you how to reverse compute the income goal? Happy ba kayo? Or hindi, bored kayo, bored. Mga bored, yan yung ano. Yan ako noon. Yung wala akong pakialam, gusto kong maging mahirap. Kasi masaya naman mahirap. Na, ganun. Pero tumigil na yun ako kasi kalokohan pala yung mahirap. No? Kalokohan pala maging mahirap. So anyway, so this is a business income goal. These are low numbers. Okay? So therefore, kung ilang linggo sa isang buwan, let's say 4 yan or 5, let's say 4. So how much should you earn every week? This divided by 4. You need to earn 200,000 a week. Yeah? Pwede na? So every week, kailangan ko 200,000 ka. Yeah? So yan ang income goal. So diyan, anong connection nito? Simple lang po. Yung 200,000 a week, i-breakdown mo siya based dun sa goal mo yan. Yeah? Kikita kang 200,000. So, sobra na pong in-depth ito. Okay lang sa inyo? Okay lang sa inyo in-depth? Sobra na pong in-depth. So, ano dapat mong gawin pag ikaw ay nag-offer sa list mo, no? So, kung ano, yan, inuna mo na yung end result mo. Tama. Talagang inuna mo na yung end result. That's as simple as that, no? Yan ang totoong, tinatawag nilang income goal. Inuna mo yung end result. So, every week, you need to have, so, there are certain numbers you have. You have list size, no? Amount, percentage, who will buy, and price para makuha mo magkano ang kikitain mo. Okay? So, count, buyer count. Sorry. Tapos, profit. Sales pala, sales. Total sales. Okay. So, ang list size mo, then, nagsimula ka sa 2,000, halimbawa, percentage will buy 1%. And buyer count is, may kulang dito. So this will determine kung anong gagawin mo dun sa sa instant cash mo, no? Kung gusto mo dito lang, no? Kung gusto mo lang dito lang. Kung gusto mong ito lang ginagawa mo every month, pwede naman. So kung price mo 100 pesos, 1,000 pesos, yan. Madali 1,000 pesos. Baba nga yan. Sige lang. So ilan ang bibili sa 2,000 mo? 2,000 times 1% is, yes, go ahead. No. 20 ang bumili, total sales is 20 times. Okay, 20,000. So kailangan itong numbers na to pataasin mo. The price is, or itong mga numbers na pataasin mo. The buyer count is 20, kung 2,000 yan, tapos 1% lang ang bumili. Okay? Okay, I need to pause because masyado ng numbers. This is the kind of training you guys should be paying for. Do you understand? This is goal setting. Pero goal setting for business. Yes? But you're getting this for free because I need you to see the power of the list. And some of you are thinking, maybe yung mga nakikinig dyan tas hindi pa uma-action. Sabi nila, may ano bang halaga ng list na yan? Anong halaga ng list na yan? Ito po ang halaga ng list na yan. Kasi kung 0 ang list mo, wala kang money. Yeah? Pag 10 ang list mo, okay? May 100 pesos. Walang bibili. Kasi 1% lang bibili. Kung 100 ang list mo, meron kang 1 sale. Okay? 1 sale. Right? Kung maganda yung produkto mo at gusto ng list mo at 100 ang list mo, 10% ang bumili, meron kang 10,000 pesos. Do you understand? Do you see that? Because you have a list and you just modify these numbers, which I will change the color of because it's fun. If I change the color of these numbers, because you're online and you control whatever it is you're selling, di ba? Online tayo and your list does not want to buy one thing from you. Kung ano-ano nang pwede mo ibenta sa list mo. It's your list, right? It's your list. You can sell an email product, an email app. You can sell a website app. You can sell other stuff that I will recommend you to sell. I-train ko kayo kung ano yung mga products na talagang mas-sellable. Gusto niyo bang malaman yon? What kind of products can you sell na mataas ang kita and gusto nila? Yeah? Di ba gusto niyo yan? Na-determine na yan. Marami nang may alam niyan. However, it's not publicly known, no? Kasi most of the people who know, they don't admit it. No? They don't tell you. They won't tell you kung Ano yung saan sila malakas bumenta? Kasi mag-create sila ng competition. No, I don't mind doing that because I've been doing that for many, many years now. I create my own competition. I don't know if you know that, but many, many of the people who do exactly what I do, nung tungkol sa virtual careers, they are my students. They were once my students. And marami sa kanila admit that they were my students. But some of them, they never mentioned me in their stories. I know that because I eavesdrop in their testimonials. Because that's what we do. No? What we do in business is we eavesdrop in our competition. We do that because it's smart to do that. Let's look at the list size. 1,000. 1,000, 10% will buy. Baba natin to 4% will buy. Wala lang, gusto ko lang. Ang price mo 1,000, 40,000 ang sales mo. Malayong malayo sa ultimate goal mo, but that's fine because you don't do your ultimate goal on day one. It never happens on day one unless you really want to. Okay? Let's say we go malitang list size na 1,000. We go for a list size of 3,000 and 4% will buy, may 120 ka na. Malapit ka na sa goal, ang gawin mo lang, i-double mo lang yung price mo, gawin mo 2,000, na-hit mo na yung goal mo, lampas pa. Take a look at these numbers. Did you hit your goal? These two numbers. 3,000 ang list, gawin natin 2,000 ang list. Price natin, gawin natin 4,000. Lumampas ka sa goal? Yan, lumampas. 3,000. Kaya? 250,000 a month. Kaya? Yun ang goal mo. If you do that every month, you're on track to reaching what? 10 million? 10 million, yeah? At the end of the year. And with 5 million savings kasi gusto mo mag-spend lang ng 5 million for the whole year. Got it? Got it? Yan po. Eh, Jomar, ang ibebenta ko, correct. Anong ibebenta mo? Nothing. Not yet. I told you what you're going to sell. You're going to be selling, you're going to make a review about the email marketing list app that you are studying and using, and you're going to make a review of the website creation app that you are studying and using. You're going to tell people about the frustrations you felt or the great things about the app, the customer service you experienced or the walang customer service. That just be honest about your journey, put it in your blog, put it in your social media, and yun muna ang isi-share mo. So, Jomar, if I do that, my list size will grow. Siyempre, hindi siya automatic. Automatic siya pag pinagdikit mo yung blog saka yung email list app. I can teach you how to do that, okay? Pag didikitin mo siya. I will even teach you how to do that for free. Okay ba yan? Teach you how to connect your website, your blog, to the email list app. Now, wag masyado, okay lang yun kasi pwede nyo naman i-Google. Okay? Nga lang, gagawa ko kayo ng Tagalog version. Okay ba yan? Tagalog version. It's not, it looks fancy, but it's not fancy. There is a lot of the YouTubes all out there that will teach you exactly the same thing. Just not using my very fancy Tagalog accent. Okay? Okay? Masyado lang silang technical and sometimes with very, very nice accent. Wonderful accent. So, syempre, my version is different, but it's the technicals are the same. Okay? So, I even do that for you guys for free para matutunan nyo. Now, do you see the power of the list? Help me out. Tell it in your own words. What is the power of the list? Binigyan ko na kayo ng goal. 10 million in cash, 240,000 a month, minus 5,000 na expenses. No? Minus 5,000 expenses. Kasi realistic tayo. 5,000 ang inipon mo, savings mo. 5 million ang ano mo, profit mo, savings mo. Profits, hindi savings. Tapos yung income mo ay 10, tapos 5 million ang expenses para happiness. Tinasan ko na expenses para happiness. Yan. So this is one of the big reasons why kaming mga may list. What we just do is increase the number of the list, improve the relationship with the list. Ito, 4% becomes 10%. Look what happens to a 2,000 list na in-improve mo yung relation. So ito yung size ng list lang, yung count. Ito relationship lang ang inayos mo. Tapos ito, pinrise mo, yung pinrise lang, in-increase mo lang yung price. Increase value lang to. Okay. Right? Got it? And the income just goes up. Just play around with these three numbers. The size of the list, increase mo lang yan. How do you do that? Keep telling stories, no? Keep telling stories. Tataas list size mo. Keep telling stories, tataas relationship mo. Keep telling stories, pwede mo taasan ang price mo. And that's why it's very, I can do this, no? I can do a 49,900 like that. Okay? And since that's a high price, I can just put a 1,001% there and I get that. Do you see? Do you see? I have 2,000 lists, 1% will buy, okay? Price is 49,900, 20 will buy. How much do I get? Anybody? Lumampas na ako sa goal ko. You got it? Realistic niyan kasi pwede, isinet ko na yan na half of that are expenses. Okay? Half of that are expenses na. Ayan. So who is excited to live this kind of life? Right? Who is excited to live this kind of life? Kailangan pa ba sabihin sa inyo kung anong implication ng life na ganyan? Okay? I'll give you a real question. So I started doing this 2008, no? 2008. And 1, 2, 3, 7 figures agad 2008. 7 figures. Alam niyo sabihin nun, di ba? 2008, 7 figures agad. Tapos when it happened to me, I used to be earning a lot of money, employed ako. Wait, let me check. I was still employed when that happened. So I was earning 80,000 pesos as an employee sa isang consulting company na malaki, the biggest one in the world. So 80,000 ang take home pay ko was 60,000. So napapunta ako dito sa isang event. Isa sa mga event na to, meron silang sponsor. May raffle, libreng pakain. Kaya man gullible. Pirma, lagay ako ng details, libreng pakain eh. So niyaya kami sa isang hotel. Tapos may libreng ang pakain, buffet. Simple lang. Remember, this time, meron akong 2 anak. Isa palang anak pala, buntis, si Mrs. Tapos, niyaya kami sa isang kwarto. Tapos, 1 hour daw, 1 hour. Alam niyo na magyayari, di ba? 1 hour, may i-share lang daw sa amin. Eh, since kumain na kami, ang mga kapatid, 11 na ng gabi to. 11 na ng gabi. Kumain na kami, umupo naman. Tapos 1 hour, walang katao-tao dun sa lugar. Kami lang. Grabe, no? See, nobody there. It's a big place. There's nobody there. Kami lang nag-usap. Sige, kwento. Question, mga kapatid. What do you think? Nascam ako? Hindi. Hinihingan ako. Sagutin nyo. I need to know your answers. So it's so funny. Libreng dinner nga. Libreng dinner. Walang coupon, libreng dinner. Ang hinihingi sa akin ng tao, yung ino-offer niya sa akin, was around, I don't know, around 200,000 pesos. Pero pwede ko naman daw bayaran monthly. Ayan. So ang monthly nung 200,000 pesos na yon was 8,000 a month. Question, mga kapatid, question. Scam ba yun? Tingin nyo, na-scam ba ako nun? Kakatawa daw. Nung empleyado pa ako mag-isip, I would instantly say, scam to. Yayayain mo ko para kumain, tapos pepresentan mo ko ng ganyan, hihingan mo ko ng 200,000. Scam yan. The reality, I'm telling you the truth, sorry talaga, kumasaktan ang iba. Kasi kung empleyado ako noon, wala akong extra na ganito, I would dismiss it as a scam because of the honest reason, but which I will never admit, kung empleyado ako, I could not afford 8,000 pesos. Because alam niyo, ino-offer niya, gusto ko. Ang ino-offer niya was a timeshare. Ay, alam niyo yung timeshare? Hindi scam yun. Pag may coupon, ang timeshare scam yun. Ito, wala tong coupon. It's really old. It's like more than 10 years ago. The guy was offering a 45-year timeshare. 45-year timeshare. In the building that they own, 45-year timeshare. So it wasn't a scam. Okay, it wasn't a scam, but it was 8,000 a month for 2 years. 8,000 a month for 2 years. Because I was not an employee-minded person, I said game. And do you know what happened after that? Bayad na yun. 8,000 a month. Madali lang 8,000 a month. When I was an employee, 8,000 a month was impossible. Extra income, extra money, pambayad sa timeshare. But since I was not just an employee, I had a sideline, I had a list. 8,000 a month was nothing. And lumampas na lang ang 2 taon na bayaran ko yung 8,000 a month. And now, 45-year timeshare. Do you get it? A 45-year timeshare. What is it? Alam niyo ba kung para saan yung timeshare? It's when you can use a resort or a hotel for a week. Yeah. For a very minimal fee. Mga 5,000 pesos. Mga ganun. 5,000, 2,000 pesos. 1 week mo gagamitin yung resort for free. Well, not for free. Sorry, not for free. For the next 45 years, you can use a resort for a week or 2 weeks. Depends kung anong promo mo. Yeah, it wasn't a scam. It feels like a scam if you're an employee cannot afford 8,000 extra. That's it. But it wasn't. I checked it. Alam mo, galing tayo sa internet. So I checked it. It was legit. And a few years after that, somebody offered me the same thing. I was in Cebu. The hotel we were staying in, kung saan ako nag-seminar, they also had the same timeshare. But it was a totally different hotel. And they only had one hotel, which is that one in Cebu, which I was not interested in staying because it's Cebu lang naman yun. It's in the middle of the Cebu. There was not even a beach. But that's a true story from me, from point of view now. Meron akong employment, meron akong sideline, masyadong malaking kumita yung sideline. So I was able to face that and tell myself, hindi pala scam, totoo pala yung timeshare na yan. Okay? May Disney timeshare, walang di available sa Philippines. If it was, I would have gotten a Disney timeshare as well. No? So that's one of the good things about having this extra list, the power of the list. Okay? Okay na ba kayo sa list? Okay. And check ko lang aking notes. Who wants to learn more? Congratulate ko lang sa mga taong nag-start na dun sa ating artsy email, di ba? Kasi I know you guys will need guidance, no? Can I teach you what you need to do? Is that okay? Lalo na yung mga start na kayo dun sa list, nag-sign up na kayo dun sa list, kanyan, you are ready to get started. Yeah, okay lang, turuan ko pa kayo. Very powerful talaga ang list. Hindi siya overnight success. Kasi nga, if you're like most people, you have only time to put in 100 words a week. Then your list will grow because 100 words lang mapabasa nila sa blog mo ngayon. Next week, 200 words. Next, another one. Yeah, ganon. So, it depends on how often you update that blog. Remember, you're not gonna make 100 blog posts. How many blog posts will you make? How many blog posts will you make? Ilan? Isa lang. Isa lang ang blog post mo. Isa lang. Every time you add something to it, it grows. It's always about your journey. It's always about your using of the tools. Ginamit mo itong tool na to, ito natutunan mo. Ginamit mo itong tool na to, ito natutunan mo. Okay. To be fair, you're gonna make 2 blog posts. One is about the email marketing tool, the email list tool, and one is about setting up your website, the WordPress. So at least 2 blog posts. Dalawa lang. Kasi you're only promoting 2 things so far. When you want to promote another thing, you make another blog post. Pero mega yan. Mega pa rin. So don't think about that. Just the 2. Kasi wala naman kayong choice. You have to study that, right? So, yan. There's more. We are now at a 1 hour time, no? I would like to extend this, teach you some more. Who wants to learn more? But I can't do it tomorrow, okay? And I can't do it on Thursday. I have to teach you on Friday. Okay lang kayo? Okay lang kayo Friday? Okay. May lipad ako sa sa Thursday. So maybe if I can teach you Friday. Okay lang? Can you type the words? I'm in this for the long term. Can you do that? Can you do that? Kasi pag nag-build ka ng list, hindi siya the typical na, you're gonna make results agad. Kalokohan yan. Kalokohan yan, you're gonna make results agad. You don't. Kasi as I told you in the numbers, may goal ka, i-reverse mo yung goal mo, tapos you still have to increase your list size. Yan. Okay? Now, there's a second option you can go through. You can promote something. Now, some of you want to be serious about this enough. You gusto maintindihan yung ins and outs. Raise your hand if you're interested in getting to know the ins and outs of this business. Let's call it AMB, affiliate marketing business. Okay lang? AMB muna. By the way, since na-mention ko na yun, let's start talking in code. Okay lang kayo? Yung word na affiliate marketing, hate na hate yan ng napakadaming kumpanya, including Facebook. Ayaw nila nun. Okay? So we need to call it something else. So far, for now, let's call it AMB, the affiliate marketing business, and never tell anyone what it means. It's just AMB muna. Okay? So, congratulations to Ivy, who's in it for the long term. Si Noel, si Claire, si Jo, si Eileen, si Angie, si Ginny, si Nika, si Maria, si Sixto din, si Dennis. Lagay nyo, I'm in it for the long term. Hindi lang I'm in it. Si Cecil, si Neil. Because if you do this, Alistair, si Voss, if you do this now, then your list will grow from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3. If you do this next year, start with 0. You have wasted this pandemic year. Jomar, bakit wasted? I have a question for you. Napansin niyo ba? Dumami ang tao na experience na nila ang work from home. Napansin niyo ba yon? And not only that, some of them are being forced to go back to the office. And takot na sila. Yes or no? Takot na sila. Bumalik sa office. Di ba? So, there's a big percentage around the world of human beings na tinitingnan nila, how do I make this work from home permanent? Yes or no? How do I make this work from home something to live from? And they are gonna need your help. They're gonna need your help para gawin nila yon. Why? Kasi hindi tayo lahat pare-pareho. Some people you will be appealing to them. Some people, ako ang mag-a-appeal sa kanila kasi gusto nila yung tumatawa kahit hindi nakakatawa. Yung mga ganon. Yung iba natutuwa sa'yo kasi ikaw, macho ka. Sila macho din. Hindi nila magustuhan si Jomar kasi hindi naman macho si Jomar, di ba? Ano lang, magulo lang buhok. So because you're a unique person, I said you're gonna show off, share your journey in your blog, no? They will follow you and they will say, I need a website. Ano gagawin nila? Maghahanap sila sa internet, website. Kaninong kwento lalabas sa'yo? Sa atin. And we're not sharing the Filipino audience only. This is around the world. Yes? So napakadaming tao ang naghahanap ng I need a website. Pangalawa, marirealize nila I need a list. I showed you the power of the list, no? Then you're gonna share the power of the list from your own point of view. So, kailangan ng list. Mabasa lang yung kwento mo. This is how I made the list. This is how I decided to get myself a list app. Sabi ko si Jomar, maganda. This is what I realized. Blah, 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 blah. Kinuwento mo lang yung journey mo. Just your journey. Sobra lang. Okay? And the more personal you make it, like don't quote me on everything. Like sabihin mo naman yung galing naman sa'yo para they trust you instead that they trust me. If you say, sabi ko si Jomar, gawin mo to. They will now trust me because you mentioned me. You get it? You have to tell your story para they trust you. So they buy from you. Yes. Do you want them to buy from you? So you need to start telling the story of your journey. Share mo lang yung journey mo with regards to creating that email list and with regards to making the website. Ang hirap gawin nito. It's so hard to do this. But this is what I found out to be step 1. Ganyan. Okay? Ganun po. And congratulations if you're serious now in doing this the long term because this is not easy to do because it's not instant. You don't make a list in one day. You don't make a child in a fully grown adults in one day. Same story. Yes. Ayan. So for those of you still thinking about it, stop thinking about it and start deciding, no, ano ba ang gusto ko talaga. When I listen to the story of the power of the list next year, will I start then? Question why? Why? Pag marami na kami, ang list size namin malalaki na, no? At friends pa rin kami, saka lang magsa-start. Okay, by the way, there is a good thing about doing this together. It's called list cross promotion. Ano yan, Jomar? List cross promotion. When you have a list, they have a list. This contains 2 different people. Yeah, 2 different sets of people. You just promote each other. What happens to your list size? Multiply. You get me? Meron siya 100, meron kang 200, you cross-promote, you both how much list size? At most 300 each. At most 300 each. Yeah? We have a list here about 50 people here in this list. If everybody made the list, we cross-promoted, ang bilis ng list size increase. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? Why would we, why would we cross-promote each other? Because we like each other. Yun lang yun. Do you like each other? At least you like me, no? To listen to me. Then I can tell you, oh, you should like each other. If you like each other, you can cross-promote. Okay. You don't sell anything, you just cross-promote. You tell people to join the other list. Arvin, paano po mag-umpisa para makakuha ng thousands of lists? You don't. You don't kuha thousands of lists. It doesn't work that way. Okay? You don't buy a list, hindi ka kumukuha ng thousands of lists. Okay? Okay, let me answer that question straight na ngayon. Sadali ha. How do you start? Again, can everybody tell me step 1? Everybody knows how to do this now, pero since kakasimula lang, you probably forgot. How do you start this? Anong gagawin? Type lang ako ha. Kaya niyan. First step, anong first step? Kumuha muna kayo ng tools. Yan ang first step. Make sure you have the 2 tools, your email and your email list app. That's the first tool. The second tool is your website. Okay? And yung mga yan, pagdidikitin mo, I'll teach you how to do that for free. Okay? Pagdidikitin mo, yung dalawa, and then you start studying how to use both. How do you study? Mayroon silang help files, may mga videos sila. You watch the videos, how to use it, ganyan. Tapos pagdidikitin mo siya, I'll teach you how to connect them. And then, your experience while you're watching it, you tell the story. You tell the story of screenshot mo siya. Some of you will use a cell phone to learn this. It's okay. Screenshot mo yung cellphone. Oh, ganito pala. This is how you do it. Ganun pala. Screenshot mo, tapos ilalagay mo lang yung laman sa blog. As simple as that. Do you know how to post something in Facebook? Post something in Facebook. Yes, everybody knows how to post something in Facebook? Ayun. Kaya mong gawin yan. Ito pala yung first step. I need to do this. Ilagay mo sa Facebook muna. Wala kang website pa. Sineset up mo pa lang, di ba? Ilagay mo muna sa Facebook. Ito yung screenshot. Ito yung kwento. This part is very easy for me to do because blah, blah, blah. So doon ka na magkukwento ng buhay mo. I'm not kidding. You will share your realizations and your story regarding setting up that website. I found it very hard. I found it easy. I looked at YouTube. These are the YouTube videos I found. Ganyan mag-share ng journey. By the way, ganyan mag-share ng journey. And itong YouTube na to, pangit to, maganda. ito susundin ko siya. Pinagdikit niya itong tool na to with that, ganyan. Tapos I did it. I thought I would take 20 years, but I did it in 2 hours. Mabilis na yon. So that's how you share a story. I can tell you more about it in our next lesson. Okay? How do you share a story pag ganyan? Hindi ka talaga actually gumagawa ng website. I'm telling you, you just have a simple blog, a WordPress blog. And I told you how to do it. Pagpasok mo dun sa website na Fast WordPress, i-chat mo yung customer service. Chat. Pakitype nga, chat. Pag chinat mo siya, sasabihin mo sa kanya, can you help me? Can you make me my WordPress site? I-chat mo. Here is the temporary password. Here is the email you should use. And this is the name of the website. Ganun lang. I-chat mo sila. Pagawa mo sa kanila yung WordPress mo. Kasi pipindutin lang nila yung create. Ikaw naman, tinatamad ka, ay mong pindutin yung create. So, papindot mo sa kanila yung create. Pag sinabi, oh, this is the video how to do this. Sabi mo, can you do it for me, please? Tapos, pag nagawa mo yan, napagawa mo sa kanila ng WordPress, ilalagay mo yan sa iyong sharing. Wow, I just told the chat support to make me a WordPress. And they did. It's a miracle. It took me 30 minutes to request that. And after 5 minutes, tapos na. Meron na akong WordPress. It's empty. Ganun. Okay? It's part of your story. It's crazy enough to ask them to chat, the chat to help you. Di ba? Ganun lang. It's just that. So, I'm gonna pause right now for questions. Please help me out. If you can do yung on nyo po yung audio nyo. Kung may tanong kayo, and ask me a question. Yeah? Okay ba? Please turn on your audio so I can listen to you guys. Mas maganda. Kagabi, after kinaread ko na, ngayon, dikit na sa WordPress ko at saka dun sa email list app. Ayan. Dennis is asking, it's faster. Natanong niya, is WPX better than interserver? Yes. This fast WordPress is literally faster. So, sinabi ko nga sa inyo, if you want to do this right, you have to take my advice on these services kasi Google and your customers, your future customers, do they want a slow website or a fast website? What do you think? You as a customer, gusto mo fast website, slow website? Ayan. So from experience, mabagal ang enter server. So if you want to do this right, and I'm assuming you want to do this right, no mistakes, kukuha ka ng the fastest you can get sa budget na kakayanin mo. Yes or no? Ano yung fastest sa budget mo? Yeah? So just use the link that I gave you and you'll be safe. Tapos dun sa email app, there is a 50% off forever. Okay? And let me repeat, especially if you're first timer, yung dalawang endorse ko sa inyo, Jomar, bakit namin ikukwento yung journey namin using these two apps? Kasi po mga kapatid, pwede kayo maging affiliate ng two apps na yan. And pag kayo ay kumita dyan sa two apps na yan, magpapasalamat kayo sa akin. Jomar, ganun lang pala kabilis yung 50,000 pesos dyan sa mga list na yan. Wala pa akong list. Kinuwento ko lang yung dalawang apps. Tapos naka 50,000 pesos na ako. Ganun lang pala kabilis yun. Well, hindi mo pa nakikita yun pag may list ka. Alam mo, naka-warm list ka pala. Yung warm, yung kilala ka. Pag nagkaroon ka ng list, yan ang mas matindi. Yung 50,000 mo, na nakuha mo ng 3 days, ang bilis lang yun. So yung anong plan ang kukunin nyo, it depends on your budget for this. Wait lang, check ko lang kasi hindi ko naman sa ulo. I-check ko lang kung anong plan ang kukunin nyo dun sa WordPress. Okay, wait lang. Kasi you're going to do this in English and you want your website to be fast all over the world, not just in the Philippines, okay? So yun ang gusto mong kunin na service, no? So what kind of plan should we get? Oh, business plan, sure. Okay. And they have a promo. They have a promo. Okay. Limited time offer for small biz, 90 off for, let me share to you, okay? Let me share to you. Use my link, huh? It only works if you use my link. Okay. I'm here in the fast WordPress. So let me just go and do it again. I'm gonna go to Google. Go here. It's jhilario.com/fast WordPress. Yan. So far, ito nakita kong service na mabilis, no? Na afford natin mga Pilipino. Kasi yung iba mahal talaga. So when I went here, there was a pop-up that appeared. This one, a small biz. Let's celebrate the micro. 3 months free on your yearly plan. 90 off for the first month on all monthly hosting plan. What do you want to do? Do you want to do a yearly plan or do you want to do a 90 off on the first month? If I were you, I'd go for the 3 months for the yearly plan because you're serious about this. Jomar, am I serious about this? Yes. Are you serious about this? If you're serious, I'd recommend you go to the 3 months free kasi malaking bagay ang 3 months free compared yung 1 month lang na 90 off. Kasi yung 90 off na yan, tingnan mo yung laman yan. Tingnan mo yung price niyan talaga. It's actually not high na discount. 20, ano yan eh, oh? Teka lang ha. Pag binayaran mo yan monthly, yung business plan, $24.99. That's like a little bit 1,000 pesos a month. A little bit above 1,000 pesos a month lang. Okay? Ngayon, yung discount na 90% niyan, magkano yung discount na yan? $25 times 0.9. Ang discount niya is 1,000 pesos. So, 22.5 times 50 is 1,000 pesos ang discount mo. So, halos wala kang binayad on the first month. So, parang sinabi siya free 1 month. Yes? Parang itong promo na to, free 1 month. Ay, nawala na yung promo. Tanggal ko yung promo. Pumasok lang ulit kayo, lalabas siguro yung promo yan. Okay? So, if you're really nasa long term, no? And you can afford naman to do the annual, yung yearly. Mag-annual ka, libre 3 months. Okay? Ay, naku, saan mo gusto i-host? Australia, US, UK. Usually suggest host in the US. Host in the US. Kasi nga mas marami diyang customers, sinasabi ko sa inyo. UK kasi maraming Europeans diyan. Sa US kayo mag-host. Ganun. AU kasi talagang malabo yan. Kukunti lang ang population ng Australia. Okay, so this is how you do it. So hihingi siya ng ng website kung meron ka ng website, kung bumili ka na ng sarili mong Jomar Hilario, ganyan. Kung wala, you don't have to put anything. Okay? Wala kang existing. Okay? Tapos, pag wala ka dito ka sa I need the new domain, select mo itong I need the new domain. Okay, isasama na nila yan. So this is when you decide what kind of .com will you create, no? May mga bago, .guru, ang ginamit ko, .club. So this is when you decide on the name. Usually you use your first name, last name, or your first name and connected by something else. Avoid yung mga .money, yung obvious tungkol sa pera. Okay? .com is fine as long as you just use your first name like Claire Dalisay, ganyan. Jomar, bakit ko gamitin yung first name and last name ko? Brand mo na yan eh. Kwento mo naman yan eh. Journey mo naman yan. Okay lang naman yan. Dalisay. Now, if you don't want to use your first name, last name, just go ahead and come up with, madali lang. Gusto nyo yung technique? How do you come up with a name na brand na, na hindi ka mahihirapan? Do you want to know? A name or a brand that you will live with, it's going to be the name of your website. It should be easy to remember. Yeah? Or kaya nyo na yan? May maraming napakadaming blog post na magtuturo sa'yo how to do that. Ano ang pwede mong i-brand name kung ayaw mo ng first name, last name mo? Kung gusto mong iba. Simple lang po. Locate your favorite business book. Hopefully, hindi kayo isa lang ang business book na alam niyo. Sana wag lang isa lang. Baka Robert Kiyosaki lahat yan. Think Rich. Rich Dad, Poor Dad lang lahat. Kunin mo yung business book na gusto mo, na favorite mo. Got it? Buklatin mo. Maghanap ka ng concept dun sa book na yun na gusto mo. Tapos anong tawag ng author dun sa concept na yun. Tapos yun, gamitin mo. Embracing Change is good. Embracing Change by Claire, wonderful name. Pangalan, sa ganyang klaseng pangalan, probably taken na yan. Parang boyfriend-girlfriend yan. Taken na. Yung Embracing Change. You probably won't be able to use that for now. Tinan mo. Pag nilagay ko dito, Embracing Change, meron na yan. Kasi masyadong common. Embracing Change. Yung mga nice sounding concepts, taken na yan usually. It's rare na hindi yan not taken. Yan. If it's parked for free, you cannot use it. You cannot use it. May bayad yan eh. Pag ginet this domain ko, hihingi siya ng bayad. Tingnan natin. $5,000 pesos. No, don't pay for domain names when you're beginning. So you take a book that you really like and then pagdikitin mo yung words. Magkadikit na talaga dun sa book yung words na yon. It's not something you I'll give you a demonstration. Okay lang? I show you a demo how to do that. It has to be a favorite book that you really like na tungkol sa business. Kasi gusto mo syempre, at the same time gusto mo yung concept behind it. Okay? Wait lang I'm gonna, yung mga common na isip nyo, solid foundation, take na lahat yan. Punta ka dito, tapos type mo dito, solid foundation. Take na yan. Si Jesus yan di ba? Solid foundation. Take na yan, hindi mo makukuha yan. Continue natin, di ba? Atomic Habits, take na yan. Pangalan ng libro yun So yung mga domain name na yan, suggest mo, use your name. Mas madali. But if you have to come up with a brand, hindi kasi madali talaga ang brand. Huwag mong pahirapan sarili mo. Okay. Take na yan. Yung solid foundation. As I said, let's go find the book. Okay, I'll go find the book. Okay. For you guys, nakita niyo, nakashare ba ako? Hindi ata Yan, pakita ko sa inyo yung share. Ayan. Ito yung share. Solid foundation is already taken. Okay. So I'm gonna, okay. May tanong pa po kayo? Now there is a second thing that you need to get here, the concept, which is, meron kayong pwedeng gawin na exercise with me, okay? With me but not from me, okay? It's an exercise with Jomar that will allow you to understand how it all works. Do you want to do that? I will discuss this in the next meeting, pero sabihin ko lang sa inyo ngayon yung general point of view. So there is a course that I did not create. It runs for about 4-5 weeks. One week and 1 month. 1 month and 1 week. And sinasuggest ko talaga lahat ng gustong maintindihan paano mag-ins and outs nito, i-take itong course na to. Okay? And the funny thing there is I also took the course. So alam ko paano ma-encounter ninyo. Okay? How many of you would like to know the ins and outs of all this list building and how to make all that money that they are bragging about? How do you make all that money? Totoo ba siya? Paano sila kumikita ng malaki using their list? And not me, not me. Just not me. Hindi ako ang nagturo. Pero frankly speaking, if you ask me, I've been doing this for 12 years now. 12 years na, pero ito, somebody taught this and it's not me. And ang maganda dito, since hindi ako nagturo nito, these guys are, they don't really mind na magpakilala kung magkano yung kinita nila kasi nasa Amerika sila. So, yung utak mo, mako-convince ka, totoo pala sinagsasabi nila, hindi lang pala si Jomar ang gano'n. Kasi sa Philippines ko, konti lang talaga nag-share ng income because we are smart. We don't want to share income reports in public. Now, there is a program you can join and it's a monthly program. Actually, twice a month yung program. Mas maganda, we all join together at the same time para may classmates ka. Gets mo? Gusto mo na Pilipino? Game? Now, it's not expensive. It's not expensive at all. Itong course na to. Even if the course is actually 1 month and 1 week, it's not expensive. It's comprehensive, meaning marami ka talagang matututunan paano mo gagamitin yung list into something bigger. Yung list na yan, paano mo ko-convert yan into a lot of money. It's not expensive at all. Remember, it's not mine. Okay, it's not mine. And what I'm doing, I'm gonna offer you guys na support is I'm gonna run a course na kasabay niya to support you when you take the course. Pero ito lang inaas ko sa inyo, sabay-sabay naman tayong sumali. Okay? Huwag kayong sumali 2 months after kasi wala ka ng classmates 2 months after. Dapat sabay-sabay tayo para mas masaya. Kasi we can talk about the same thing. Yes? Okay lang ba sa inyo? We're gonna be talking about this more in a few on Friday night. Okay? Now, so this is reserved only for those who want to understand na Jomar, gets ko na yung list. Paano ididikit yung fact na wala kaming alam sa copywriting? We don't know how to write anything. We have no products. Now, this is not about affiliate marketing, this course. But this course will help you understand ano ba ang future pag may list ka na. Kasi pag nagkaroon ka ng list, tapos nagbenta ka lang ng mga, WPX, ganyan, affiliate, that's good money. But the majority of the best money is not there. It's when you add the affiliate income, affiliate income with this stuff, value ladders and stuff like that. Dun sa course na to, pag binagdikit mo na yan, yun na yun. Yun na yan, millions in every month. Millions of pesos in every month. Millions of dollars in every month. Wag na lang ako magsabi kasi hindi naman tayo nag-earn in dollars on a regular basis. It's these Americans or these foreigners. No? So this course, sabihin ko na sa inyo yung total na dapat nyong i-invest para masaya. Okay? Okay na? Sabihin ko na agad para... So, it's let me check. Let me check lang kung kailan magra-run yung course. Always. Remember, it's not my course. But I wholeheartedly endorse it. 50,000. Thank you, Sixto. Mali. Pero thank you. Thank you. Let me check. You have, oh my goodness, 5 days. You have 5 days to decide. 50,000 sabi ni Sixto, hula ni Arman 6,000. So ang next run nito is happening in July 11. Okay? It's in July 11. And I'm gonna tell you, involved talaga itong course na to. However, it's what you need and it's very complete. And in advance, I'm gonna tell you, madami kang matututunan, pati technicals matututunan mo, but what I really wish you guys would take away from this is understanding. Pakisabi nga, understanding. Kung may understanding kayo nito, grabe. Relax lang, mamaya. Bibigay ko sa inyo, sandali lang. Pag may understanding kasi, makikita nyo yung future ng list. Pag nakakita nyo yung future list, then you need to start building your lists. You get me? Now, I'm 49,000, pwede, no? 49,000. Sasabi sa inyo, hindi siya mahal. Hindi siya mahal. As in, hindi talaga mahal. Even for Filipinos, hindi siya mahal. Now, I'm endorsing this to you right now to end this call because masyado siyang good value. Pero, I'm telling you all, no, hindi nyo problema kung affordable. Sinasabi ko sa inyo, hindi nyo problema kung affordable. It is affordable. However, please note, your step 1 and step 2, get the email tool, get the list building tool, create that blog, no? Yung sinabi ko sa inyo, create that blog that tells about the experience of using these tools, yung website, and the email list tool. Kaya yan, yes? Kaya yan. Pakisabi, kaya niyo ba? Kaya niyo ba? Kasi, yung ituturo nila dito sa course na to, most of you, hindi nyo magagawa agad. Okay? Kaya niyo ba? Kaya niyo ba? Kunin niyo yung dalawang tool, tapos pag-aralan niyo while you're studying it, screenshot niyo, ikwento niyo sa Facebook niyo yung pinagdadaanan ng puso ninyo, yung disappointment ninyo, yung andali-dali naman ito, ay ang hirap naman ito. Yon. Ikukwento mo lang. Pag natanggal mo from your Facebook, i-copy mo siya doon sa blog pag naayos na yung blog. Okay? When people ask, ano yung ginagawa mo na yan? Hindi ko kailangan explain sa'yo, panoodin mo na lang. Kasi ayaw mo explain, gusto mo ilagay mo sa blog post. Yon. Huwag mo explain technically. Hindi mo kailangan explain sa tao. Okay? Now, however, I would love it if you guys would understand yung future ng ito. A list owner like you, makita nyo from the perspective of these foreigners kung paano sila kumita at how they do the compute. Some of you will be able to act quickly, some of you hindi. Pero sa tingin ko, kaya nyo naman mag-act na kaya nyo mag-act na sinabi ko sa inyo, email first, and then the website.com, and then share your experience, share your journey. Okay, game na ba kayo? Sinasabi ko sa inyo, this course is super high value, very practical, may technicals, may technical support pa nga eh. Okay? Ang pinakamatutuwa doon sa technical support ay yung mga nasa ibang bansa. Bakit? Kasi American time nila ginagawa. Mga midnight, gano'n, 1 a.m. nila ginagawa yung technical support. So, if you need technical support, just reach out to me kung gusto mo ng Philippine version. No? Pero, what you will gain from this course na hindi siya, sobrang mura lang, is just an understanding of how it puts together pag merong list ka na. Okay? Ayan, kung masakit na ang ulo mo dahil wala ka nang ginagawa, gawin mo na to. So, you have 5 days. Then in 5 days, actually ganito yan. Let me tell you how it works. mag-sign up na kayo agad. Once I give you the list, mag-sign up na kayo agad kasi mag-work na tayo agad. Like tomorrow. Pag nag-sign up na kayo, mag-work na kayo agad kasi may course sila agad na, meron silang pre-course course. You know what I mean? They have a 5-day pre-course before the course. And that 5-day pre-course is very, very important before you take the course itself. Okay? So, you need to sign up agad para matulungan ko kayo agad. We already have a group of people in the course na una na sa inyo. Meron ding nahuli ng una ng konti lang, mga 2 weeks ahead. Tapos kayo yung susunod. So, here is the sobrang murang investment. So, dalawa siya yung investment nyo na for education. So, one is to join the program ng foreigner. And I'm gonna give you the link now. At makikita nyo, sabihin ko muna yung link ko. So there's 2 of them, no? The first one is my support. So I'm gonna give you a 2-month support for this, and that guy is going to give you 1 month to teach you all that stuff. Yung 2 months para maayos pa natin yung kulang sa understanding ninyo. Okay? Okay, here it is. To join, you need to get my support. Ang tawag doon, challenge guidance. Galing sa akin. And yung, excuse me. I need to log in. Sige lang. Please, wait lang kayo. I need to log in something. Ooh, I don't know the amount. All right. Okay. I'm going to give you the link now for the first one. This is the foreigners course. Are you ready? 5 days to go, Pag nakita niyo yung price, mamangha kayo, mura lang. Ayan. Yan ang course niya. 1 month, hindi lang siya 1 month, daily siya. 1 month, daily. Well, weekdays only, but still, daily is daily, right? It's a daily course when you get something new every day. And I'm telling you, if you get something new every day, that's very valuable. No? Five days to go. Yan yung course niya. Okay? How much? Pakisabi nga sa mga people, how much is it? Kita nyo na? $40,000 ba? 40,000? Pakisabi nga. Kaya sa Pilipino? Kaya ng Pilipino? 1 month yan, almost every day na learnings. Except weekends nga eh. And because if you sign for this, once you sign up for this, maintindihan mo, ganun pala sila kumikita pag may list. Yeah. Ganyan sila kumikita pag may list. And ang dami-daming bonus niyan. Ang dami-daming bonus niyan. Well, I'm even gonna show you ano yung bonus na kailangan yung pansinin kasi ang gaganda ng bonuses niya. I went through the course already. I finished with the course already. Now, the second one you need to get, that's already very expensive. You need to get my guidance. Okay? Para 2 months tayong magkasama. Yan. So dapat yung dalawa na ang samahan mo. Samahan mo yung challenge niya, okay? Tapos sumama ka doon sa guidance. The guidance is a little bit less than the price of the course itself. The guidance is gonna run for 2 months, no? It's at the same time as the course and then 1 month after. And then you'll also be joined by the others na take na ng course currently and the others na tapos na. And then you'll also gonna enjoy 1 month after. Pag-usapan natin, magaganto tayo. Mag-zoom tayo. Pag-usapan natin how you can do it and I'll show you stuff na hindi nila kayang ipakita sa inyo kasi it's ganun talaga. There's stuff I know and I do na hindi nila pwedeng ituro sa inyo. I can teach you because I'm not them. Okay? Ay, sorry. Mali yung link. Sorry, tama ka naman. Mali nga naman yung link. Here's the correct link. Sorry. Challenge guide. The name of the link is Challenge Guide, hindi Challenge Guidance. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, it's Challenge Guide and the OFA. Those are the links. Now, ulitin natin. John, para saan nga ba ito? Ito ay para maintindihan mo yung power ng link building. Ano ang future? Sinabi ko sa inyo yung ano yan, overnight cash. That's one. But what else? This is when they automate a ton of their earnings. Like, interested ka bang mag-automate ng earnings mo? They're going to show you exactly how they automate their earnings, what tools they use and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you yung Filipino perspective na pwede mong gayahin, pwede mong hindi gayahin, ang dapat mong gawin. So essentially what I'm going to do, I'm going to guide you through their course and also protect you from doing the wrong thing. Kasi there's stuff na pwede mong hindi kopyahin sa sinasabi nila. There are stuff na pwede mong hindi gawin. Okay? Because I can see them from an outside point of view, from a marketer's point of view. So I know how you should approach this course. This is an understanding course. You go through it and understand. If you're able to apply immediately, go for it. Okay? Got it? So yeah, thank you Claire for the links. So talagang serious kayo, take this. You will see not only from one person's point of view, siguro there are about 50 entrepreneurs na nag-detail, 50 na online entrepreneurs around the world, nag-detail paano nila ginawa yan, yung kanilang online business, paano nila in-automate yung online business nila based on their list, because they have a list. And let me tell you, these guys are not going to tell you how to build the list. Not really. Okay? Not really. They're not telling you how to do affiliate marketing. Not really. Okay? Instead, they will teach you, pag may list ka na, anong gagawin mo? Yun. Ako nang bahala doon sa list part. Yes? Ako nang bahala sa list part. And I think you can agree with me na sobra siyang mura. Lalo na pag nakita mo yung laman. Sobra siyang mura. Buksan nyo na siya. Tingnan nyo yung laman. Tingnan nyo yung bonuses. There's more. They give bonuses na hindi nila ina-advertise dyan. Okay? Even I was surprised. Bakit kasama tong bonus na to? May dalawang extra bonus na malaki, dalawang summit. Hindi siya kasama. For physical businesses, meron siyang bonus for physical business. How do you do this in your physical business? Galing. So even I got surprised and I really consumed the bonuses. As sila pa lang, enough na yung taon mo na. Kaya panonoodin ko muna tong bonus. Ang daming bonus eh. Okay, I'm gonna quiet down and ask, do you have any questions and clarifications? How much time are you supposed to devote for this per day? Per weekday, honestly, you should devote like 3 hours. 3 hours? 3 hours minimum per day. Yes, it opens to PayPal. Piliin mo na lang yung yung sa akin yung PayPal. Piliin mo na yung pay using credit card. Let me find that for you. So if you go to this one and it clicks on PayPal, that's for me lang yung isa hindi siya PayPal. Okay? Marie, ito yon sa ilalim may nakalagay pay with bank account or credit card. You see this one, Marie? So you hopefully makita mo to. Off-cam po, anong ibig sabihin mo, Alin? Yun, so pindutin mo tong pay with bank account or credit card. Tapos papasok ka dun sa interface nila na kasama yung bank account. Ayun na, ayun siya. Ayun na. Tapos you put your details there and the credit card na gagamitin niya. So ganun lang. It's very easy. Tapos yung sa kanya naman, syempre iba. So let's open it up yung kanya, jhilario.com. So you go here and you join the challenge now. You have 5 days. Okay. Yeah, you can pay by debit card. Yeah. Yan. And there it is. Ito yung makukuha mo. That's not true. It's more. You get more of the bonuses. There's 2 more bonuses na malaki. And then it's only $100. Sobrang simple. Okay? And the 30 days starting tomorrow. Pag sumali ka na ngayon, mag-start na tayo bukas kasi meron siyang 5-day challenge. You need to go to the 5-day challenge, which is essentially 5 hours of video once per day. Panoodin mo para mag-gets mo. Sometimes you have to repeat you have to repeat the lessons para mag-gets mo. Actually, sometimes Very often, you have to repeat the lessons para magets mo. Okay? Many times. Okay? Tapos may tanong, yung classes ba off-cam? The classes are different. Iba-iba yung classes. Let me show you. The classes are extremely different. Meron siyang video only, which means manonood lang tayo ng video. Okay? So yun ang main class. One video a day. Tapos yung one video, yun yung parang seminar. Then the second video a day, which is very short, mga 10 minutes lang, yun yung practicals. This is step by step. Wala ka rin, hindi mo kailangan ng Zoom doon. Tapos, meron siyang dalawang Zoom. However, ang time schedule ng Zooms nila would be 1 a.m. 2 a.m. sa Philippines. So kung nasa ibang bansa ka, like me, wala ko. I mean, I'm not gonna wake up at 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. like you. So I'm just watching the replays. Yes? So naka-Zoom sila, pero since you're in the replay, hindi ka nila makikita. So you don't really need to show off your face, no? Help me help you, huh? Why do you check this? Why do I recommend this course? To understand from the voice, so you can understand from the point of view of these foreigners, paano sila kumikita ng million sa internet in an automated way using their list. This is why I endorse you to watch this. Unang-una ang mahal-mahal. Ay, ang mahal-mahal ng normal na course. Ito sobrang mura, ang dami-dami niyang tinuturo plus the technicals. Tuturo nila yung step, pipindutin mo to, yung step by step. Tuturo nila yon. Tuturo nila yung concepts. Meron silang technical team na tuturo sa'yo. Meron silang hindi technical na team na tuturo sa'yo. Meron silang seminar, meron silang workshop. All in 1 month and a half, or 1 month, 1 week. Tapos, I'm there beside you to guide you. Anong papansinin mo, anong hindi papansinin. Ano yung intindi mo. Pag nakuha mo, pag na-understand mo kasi to, pag na-understand mo pa paano nag-work ito, that's it. You will grow your list. Isang pang-motivate sa'yo. Sobrang mura, di ba? Pang-motivate sa'yo to grow your list, ang dami nilang ideas na pwede mong gamitin, na pwede mong i-try, pwede mong i-test pag may list ka na. And it's very, and since you have a website, magagamit mo na yung website, not just para mag-blog and to show off yung affiliate na, yung Flowdesk, saka yung WPX, you can now use that, no, to grow your list even more and to offer stuff na hindi naman ikaw gumawa. Kasi, okay, now, yeah, you can pay by a debit. I-try mo na lang, dear Marie, dito. Debit card, ina-accept nila, natanggap niya. So, try mo na lang. Alam ko, depende sa debit card yan. Kung ayaw ng BPI, try mo another bank because alam ko, depende sa relasyon nila. Okay? So, questions pa po? Anybody with questions? Pag nag-pay ka credit card inside PayPal, may charge ba? Walang charge yan. Ang charge na sa akin. Ako nagbabayad nan. Wala kang charge sa'yo. Ang nagbabayad ng charge ako. Okay? If you pay by credit card here, yeah. So this is the guidance. You cannot get one or the other lang. You have to get both. Okay? And even if you combine both, it's less than 10,000 pesos, di ba? So sabi ko nga, Sir Sixto, super affordable. Super affordable. And grab nyo na while nandyan yung opportunity. Kasi most of the counterparts of courses like this is 80,000 pesos. Most of them, ganyan ang price. 80K. So, yan. So, in the spirit of transparency, I will show you, yan, my fake background. Okay ba yung fake background ko? Hindi yan fake. Mukha lang fake. In the spirit of transparency, this is, yun. Naalala niyo sinabi kong scam na pinasukan ko noon. Akala natin scam. Hindi pala scam. Yun. To have the freedom to go anywhere you want. No? To have the freedom to go anywhere you want. Anytime you want. And literally, do not worry about stuff. Not even your business. You understand? That is the life na ini-encourage ko ang lahat ng tao sumama sa akin for the last 12 years. That is the life. After I was retrenched by my last company, Kasi na Asian economic crisis sila. I lived the life of being anywhere I wanted, when I wanted, because I wanted to be there. And not worrying, literally not worrying about most anything, really. Now, that is a mindset, obviously. No, it's not just because of money. It's also because of mindset, the way I approach things, no, or the way I do not approach things. Yan, ganun. So, gusto mo worry-free na life, ganyan. Try nyo to, ang ganda yan, maganda yan. Create a list for yourself, create a list for your goals, for your family goals, for your income goals. Yan. Okay? Thank you very much, Maria FM. If we're all going to do this, di ba kami competing against each other for list or traffic? No. Kasi ang number of people na English speaking sa mundo ay i-google ko. So we are actually competing, if that's the right word, for all English speakers. Number of English speakers in world. So kasi the only people we can reach are probably English speakers. So ilan? Around 1.2 billion people, English speakers. Okay? Yeah. 1.2 billion people na marunong mag-English. So, question, how many are you here? 50 people. We are competing for approximately 1.2 billion people na marunong mag-English. That is not a compete. Okay? Natanggalin na natin yung majority. 1% na lang yan. Hindi, huwag na lang. 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion people marunong mag-English. Tanggalin natin, multiply natin siya by 0.0001. Yung marunong lang, sorry. Yan. Let me just put it this way. How many people sa mundo ang natamaan ng pandemic na marunong mag-speak ng English? Because these are the people we're trying to attract. How many people do you think were affected by the pandemic? Out of the 1.2 billion English speakers in the world, how many are affected by the pandemic? What do you think is the answer? All 5 people? How many people were affected by the pandemic? They want to make their own website, ayaw na nila magtrabaho, nahihirapan na sila. How many people are affected? Sabihin na natin 1 billion na apektado ng pandemic. Yes? So if we're going to consider how many people are thinking about, sa mga kakilala mo, how many are thinking about going back to work right now? Babalik na ako ng office! Yes! Or nabasa niyo yung balita, maraming gusto mag-resign because of the COVID. Bakit? Pinapabalik sila sa office. Alam niyo ba yan? Nabalitaan niyo yan? There is this massive trend, which is so weird, that people, want to resign from the office because of the abnormality of modern work. Well, maraming gusto mag-quit ngayon. So maraming naghahanap ng alternative. Out of 1 billion people na apektado, naghahanap sila ng alternative. Oh yeah, pwedeng bank deposit, by the way. Sorry. I'll give you the details for the bank deposit right now. And GCash as well. Yeah. Yeah, pwede rin. So, sino ang makakasabi? Baka 100 million pwede. Yan. We're competing for 100 million. Yes? Yes? Sabi ni Maria, company wanted to hire me but it's not fond of work from home, so I turned it down. That's exactly the case. Kasi we're afraid of getting out. The whole world is afraid of getting out because of the lethality of the brand new virus. Nakakamatay talaga siya. So the rest of the world, they're not interested in going back to the office. Let's say only 100 million are interested to get back to the office. 50 tayo dito. We each have 2 million people to compete with. Is that a competition? What do you think? Kung may 100 million people interested in what we're doing, and there are 50 people in this show, do you really consider that a competition? When we each have 2 million people to cater to, and we don't need 2 million in our list. Siguro okay ka na 100 million. 100,000 list mo. Siguro okay ka na. Actually, kahit nga 50,000 sa list mo, okay ka na. When I say okay ka na, it's a million, you're earning $1 million a month, okay na yan. Yes? Okay ba? Kasi nga, di ba, sabi ko sa'yo, one person, one email is equal to 50 pesos. So kung merong 50,000 ka na sa email list mo, out of your 2 million, meron ka ng potential income na 2.5 million. Yeah? So, thank you for the question. You're thinking about competing with each other when the reality is there are 100 million Filipinos already, and there's only 50 of us. So if you're gonna start talking in Tagalog in your in your blog, kasi Pilipino lang gusto mong kausap, and there's 50 of us, tig 2 million pa rin tayo. 100 million yung Pilipino eh. Gets? So 2 million pa rin yung share natin. That's not a competition. Kaya nga sabi ko, when we do this, we can help each other by cooperating and do cross promotion. So that's actually one of the things that I want to encourage people now when you're here now. Stop thinking of each other as competition. Hindi kayo dapat, okay, nagko-compete with each other. You have to cooperate. Ask me why. Kasi nga, merong power kasi yung tinatawag na network effect pag marami tayo. If you consider every one of us, if you consider every one of us as competition, you're gonna behave like every normal business owner out there. They don't like to help each other, right? So they're struggling kasi, you know why? They're alone. You understand? They're alone. They're struggling because they don't want to help anyone. Yeah? Kung nagsisimula ka lang, you're helping each other out, what happens? Are you gonna struggle like them? Answer. Are you gonna struggle like them? No. Kasi may kasama ka. So, yeah, very important po yan. Okay? So, very important po na tandaan nyo, when you do this, type mo, let's help each other out. Huwag po tayong mag-isip na nagko-compete tayo sa isa't isa. Okay? Oh, we have 6 minutes. Anybody want to ask some more questions? So if you don't have a credit card, I have I have bank details and GCash for those of you who are interested in using those means, GCash or bank details. Pag minsan ayaw ni Facebook, pinapakita ko yung bank details ko sa post. So PM me na lang, PM me if you need help in bank or GCash. Okay? Kasi minsan pinupost ko ayaw ganun. Maria, I'm confused with website hosting plans. Get the cheapest, obviously. Get the cheapest, dear. Ang challenge mo na lang doon sa website hosting plan is, are you gonna get annual or WordPress? Are you gonna get annual or are you going to get monthly? Sabihin mo, decision yan. The decision is based on ikaw ba ay serious o hindi? Annual is way cheaper. Yeah. Go for annual if you're an employee at afford mo yung annual na yan. I would go for annual. Kasi may di ba? Meron kang libre diyan pag annual Kasi 20 lang So 1,000 lang a month, no? Host mo sa US. Ganon. So annual is cheaper. If you can afford the annual, go for annual. And pipiliin mo yung, pag napili mo na si annual, piliin mo yung hosting in the US, tapos I need a new domain hosting. Ayan. So ito yung kanina. Tapusin natin with this one, okay? Tulungan natin si Maria. Sabi ko, para makahanap ng brand name, maghanap ka ng libro na gusto mo, tapos maghanap ka ng words ng dikit-dikit. Can I teach you that before we end? Yes? How are you gonna come up with a brand name na dear and near to your heart? Okay? So, hindi masyadong serious yung brand name at this point. Look at what I'm doing. I'm chatting with them, asking them to make the WordPress before I even buy. Now, careful lang sa mga brand names. Make it very sound very innocent, so you don't get banned by Facebook. Literally, Facebook, yan ang mahilig mag-ban. No? Para hindi ka maban ni Facebook sa kanyang mga platform, make sure your name doesn't sound like you're promising like yung riches. Like yung sinasabi ko, instant cash, useless yon as a brand name. Kasi mapagkakamalan siyang scam. Okay? So, Coach Dimple is marvelous. That's great. I've probably not taken. Coach Dimple. Dimple. And pindutin ko dito yung continue. So, malalaman ko kung taken siya o hindi. Pag taken kasi you can't. Oh, Coach Dimple is already taken. So you can just do a the Coach Dimple. Okay? Kung gusto mong, yan, it's available. It's $12. So pag $12 yan, sabihin mo yan. Okay? $12 a year yan, a year. A year yan, kasama yan. So go for that $12. Okay na yan. Okay? The Coach Dimple is good. Okay? So that's an example. Magbigay pa kayo example para yan. Ginawa mo na yung Coach Dimple, very good. Ikaw pala si Coach Dimple, very good. Ayan. Ako muna. Coach Dimple. That's it. You got it. Kaya hindi ko makuha. Ayan. So I think we're done na, no? You don't need help in the branding, no? Tama ba ako? Ano kayo nangyari sa chat kanina? Dapat sumagot siya, no? Ayun, no, tinan mo, pwede niyang install sa iyo yung WordPress. You don't have to do it. See? Do you see that? I chatted with him and he told me, we can install it for you if you wish. Kasi ayaw mong gamitin yung guide. And that's the point. It's so easy to set up this WordPress kasi you can just tell them to do it for you. Okay? So ayan, pagka-order mo, meron ka ng brand name, yung WordPress, pagkagawa mo sa kanila, all you have to do, lagyan ng blog post. Okay? Ayan na, inunahan ko na kayo. Ayan na, grazie. I'm gonna say thank you lang. Magte-thank you lang ako sa kanya. Grazie. Tapos na. So pwede niyang gawin. We can install it for you on our end if you wish. Simple as that. So if you have a problem with these services, just tell them and ask them sa chat room. Yeah, paano pwedeng paggawa sa kanila? Tapos na. Hindi mo na ihaharap yung sarili mo sa problema ng technicals. No? Sila nang gagawa for you. Yun. Yung gusto mo ata yung annual, no? Close ko na yung chat. Kung hindi mo pa maharap yung yung annual, don't pahirapan sarili mo, di ba? The Coach Dimple. Tapos continue ko siya. Ito nakuha ko na yung order now. Hindi naman tutuloyan kung hindi ko pa bayad, lagyan ng credit card. Tapos 1 year yeah, okay na yan. Promotional code, walang promotional code. Continue. So ito yung either you don't like either you go 24 monthly or 250 yearly. It's your decision kung anong gusto mong gawin, okay? Mas mura to, pero kung gusto mong gawin monthly, it's also okay. All right. Ayan, umabot na naman tayo. 9 o'clock. I hope I was able to assist you guys in starting. We're gonna do another show on Friday. Okay na sa inyo? Friday? I'm gonna go into more detail in this. Okay? And I'll also be giving you a discussion on the brand new, yung inikaka-introduce ko lang sa inyo na offer. Okay? Make sure you join kung sa tingin nyo it's your time. Pakisabi nga, is it your time? Is it your time to do this na? Is it your time to earn and learn? Is it your time para yung buhay nyo is gonna pivot on this moment? Alam niyo yan? Alam niyo yung ganun concept? It is your turning point. Is today your turning point? Sabihin nyo ngayon. Is it your time? Because if it's today's your turning point, sumali ka niyan. May replay naman ito sa Facebook. It's already also in my Facebook. Sa Jomar Hilario na Facebook. Punta kayo doon. Tapos if you're in my newsletter, then you'll also be able to get a replay version. Okay, my newsletter is found in jomar.club or virtualcareersacademy.com. Tapos papadala ko sa inyo yung replay nun. It's gonna be in a nice website, so you can actually see the first one, the first training, the second training, and the Friday training as well. Okay, so make sure you are signed up. No, I'm gonna create the link for the Friday natin na training na libre. Because gusto ko. gusto ko lang ituro sa inyo to. Okay? Madali lang, no? Kung gusto ko. Tapos lang, tuturo ko sa inyo. So instead of selling this stuff to you guys, you just give it free. Give it to you for free. Okay? Pakinig lang ako, working, matutulog, try practicing, tututunan. Yeah, pakinggan nyo lang paulit-ulit kasi even me, pinakinggan ko lang paulit-ulit yung mga lessons ng marketing many years ago, more than 12 years ago. Saka ko lang siya na-gets nung pinaulit-ulit ko siyang pakinggan. Hindi ko magiget talaga kung pakinggan ko lang siya once, 2 times. 7 o'clock again on Friday. I hope you guys are ready for that, no? More So we're going to talk about the inner workings of the future of list building. Okay, I'm going to type it in. The future of list building. Future cash na lang. Parang cash, no? Future cash from list building. Yun yung magiging title na itong ating training number 3. So that's going to be the title, Future Cash from List Building. It's going to be on Fridays. Another free 2-hour event. Again, maybe, I'm not sure. I can't seem to keep it to 1 hour anyway. So 2-hour event because it's it's my way of giving to you, no? And here is the link para maka-join na kayo dyan sa Friday event na yan. Ayan na. Yan, mag-register na kayo dyan. Bakit ko nire-register? Kasi gusto ko Zoom sana para you guys can talk also. Pero may gusto ba mag-talk? Ay, overtime na ako. So thank you so much for joining. Pasensya na kung sobrang dami ng lessons. Pero ganun talaga, no? Gusto ko talagang matulungan kayo. I know this for a very long time. How long did it take for me to make my 50,000? What do you mean 50,000? How long did it take for you to get your 50,000? Ano ibig mo sabihin na 50,000, dear Maria? The very first thing I earned was not even 50,000. It was 100K during the concerts. 50,000 na list? Ay, mabilis lang. Mga 3 taon. Okay. 3 years, I think, before I reach my list. That's not the fastest you can go. I already told you how to go fast. Naalala mo yun? Cross promotion. You cross promote with each other and with strangers that you will gain the trust of. I'll teach you how to do that, by the way. I'll teach you how to gain the trust of strangers so you can cross promote with strangers with your list. And that's actually the easiest and best way to increase your list size fast. And for those of you, bonus kung kayo ay sobrang daldal. Yung sa phone, meron ba sa inyo sobrang daldal? I'll tell you how to do it in the next meeting sa Friday. How do you grow your list if you're super talkative on the phone? English lang English lang. Kahit na broken English, basta English. Game ba kayo? Nag-pretend na lang tayo, kayo ay hindi native speaker, kayo ay Polish or German or French. Na baliw-balok to ang English nyo. And if you really like talking on the phone, there is a fast way to developing your list, increasing the list size by talking to strangers on the phone. I'll tell you all about it sa Friday. Of course, applicable lang kung sobrang daldal mo in your broken English. Okay? I'm not telling you a joke. This is a real story of a real person na kilala ko. Dinaldal lang niya ang pag-increase ng list niya. Dinaldal lang talaga niya. Hindi, no? Pwede pala yun. Idadaldal mo lang. Oh, basta tama ang kausap mo. 100,000 bigla yung list mo. 100,000 because dinaldalan. Okay? Of course, tanda mo English yun. Anyway, I'll see you on Friday. Thank you so much for joining. Please invite others. No? If you find this valuable, no? Masyado katang mura yung binibenta ni Jomar dito. In fact, hindi nga ako nagbebenta. Ini-endorse ko lang kayo kasi hindi maakin yung mga courses na yan. Hindi maakin yung mga apps na yan. Di ba? Sa akin lang is a guidance. No? Yung 4,900. Guidance lang to the SEM course. The rest, I'm going to give you the training for free. Okay? Salamat. God bless. Kakain na ako dinner. Bye. Please join my newsletter. It's in jomar.club or Virtual Careers Academy. What you will get is just me telling stories about my life and stuff like this. Okay? God bless. Bye. Thank you, Arvin, Arman, Sixto, Claire, Maria, and Jean, and sino pa ba? Si Jo, si Jean, si Missionary Builders, si Coach Dimple, Nika, Millie Ruth, MB, Maida, Marivic, Jonathan, Jeannie, Jean, Janice, Ivy, G again, Gerardo, Elizabeth, Elizar, Edelweiss, Dennis again. Oy, Dearly, nandito si Dearly. Hi, Dearly. Cleofe, Claire, Bernick, Arvin, Arman, Angie, Eileen, Ginny. Congratulations. You heard these lessons for free. God bless. I'll see you on Friday. Sign up na kayo. Nandiyan na yung link. Okay. Nandiyan na ba yung link? Nilagay ko na ba yung link? Goodness, di ko ata nilagay yung link. Toink. Ayan yung link. Pakiclick mo yung link sa registration sa Friday. Okay? Did I send it to everyone? Oh, I sent it to everyone already. Okay. Please share this to people na alam mo, one-on-one. Share mo sa kanila. Uy, naghahanap ka ng extra, di ba? Ito, tuturuan ka ng actual. Anong gagawin mo sa simula? Okay? Including tools, including the cheapest tools you can get, including the opportunity to earn from the same tools. Okay. God bless. See ya.